Hi there, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states, America's top agent, the pioneer of contractual guarantees only. So the question of the day is, the topic of the day is, how is retirement income taxed? We're going to go through all of that, but I got to address something that Big C behind the camera asked me, because I shoot in different locations across the country just to remain in the witness protection program with annuities, because people want to know where I'm shooting all this stuff. And he's like, man, I don't even know your last name. I went, I don't have one, doesn't really matter. And in fact, a few years back, I approached the lovely Christine, wife of 37 years, and said, would you ever consider changing your last name to the Annuity Man? So you'd be Christine the Annuity Man, or Christine Annuity Man. I could take out the "the" if that's a hurdle. That conversation didn't go as planned. She was not on board with that, even though I tried to explain to her the marketing behind it. We could film like the going to the court and then the judge's reaction going, you want to do what, son? You want to do what? Ma'am, are you really on board with that? I mean, that's the way I envisioned it. But it had been on film. It had been gold. It had been marketing gold. But it didn't go. It didn't go over well. So they still don't know my last name. It's Stan the Annuity Man. That's really all that matters. But what else matters is us talking about how retirement income is taxed, how Chapter 2 income is taxed, how the big brother IRS, how they're going to get paid after this. Alrighty then, as Jim Carrey said, look him up, actor, does the same character in every movie, which is kind of cool. How is retirement income taxed? I don't really like using the R word. I like using Chapter 2 because Chapter 2 is all about you. Nothing really rhymes well with retirement. So Chapter 2 is all about you. So the income that you're getting really depends on where it's coming from. So obviously Social Security, even though our politicians said, Social Security's never going to be taxed, that's just like the fourth rail, we're never going to touch it. But yeah, they do. So now it is taxed. Social Security is the best inflation annuity on the planet. It's political, not actuarial. Quote me on that one. So that is taxed. So let's go to the others. Let's just say you have a Roth IRA. You've paid all the upfront taxes. You trust the government not to pull the rug out from under you. Anything coming out of that Roth IRA is tax-free. Hello. That's good. Let's just say you have an IRA, 401k, 403b, 457, something that's been deferring taxes over all these years, okay? When you take money out of that, whether it's with an annuity payment or whatever, you're going to be taxed at ordinary income levels. So even if you buy an immediate annuity, a deferred income annuity in there, QLAC, Qualified Longevity Annuity Contract, which were actually put on the planet to use inside of IRAs for lifetime income, or income riders, that money coming out is taxed at ordinary income levels, okay? So we've gone through Social Security, right? We've gone through Roth IRAs, tax-free, and then IRAs. And then let's talk about non-IRA, non-qualified, as they say in the business, checking account type money. All right? Taxable money. What happens with that? How is that taxed, Stan the Annuity Man? Well, let's talk about the annuities that you can use with non-qualified money. And by the way, you can buy an immediate annuity inside of a Roth IRA and get lifetime tax-free income. You can buy an immediate annuity, deferred income annuity, whatever. And all of these, you can buy an annuity inside of all of these structures, but the taxation rules apply. Now, where it gets a little funky, as they say, in South Philly, where my daughter lives, is non-IRA assets, non-qualified assets. So let's take immediate annuities, for example. If you buy an immediate annuity with non-IRA assets, that income stream is a combination of return of principal plus interest. So you're only going to pay taxes on the interest. So if you go to my site at theannuityman.com, run a single premium immediate annuity quote, and put in their non-IRA, okay, it's going to break down the income. You'll see the total income, but you'll also see taxable amount. All right, so there are some good tax things going on in the non-qualified side. What I would encourage you to do, go to my site at theannuityman.com. You can run quotes to your heart's content, 24/7, 365. So your spouse is snoring, you get up, you run quotes on the Annuity Man, IRA, non-IRA, Roth IRA, and see what that guarantee is going to be. We only going to show you the contractual guarantees of the policy. And if you're using non-IRA money, you can then see what the taxation of the actual income stream is. All right, ordinary income levels. So let's take the example. I'm going to get in the weeds a little bit here, so put on the galoshes. So let's take the immediate annuity example. Okay, you're getting your money back with interest, so you're not paying taxes on the principal. You're only paying taxes on the interest, even though you're getting the full amount. But let's say you live forever, you beat the actuaries, you're old as dirt. and there's nothing in the account, you're still going to get a lifetime income stream, okay? But then all of it's taxable. We'll explain all that to you. If you don't want us to explain all that to you, I've actually written an owner's manual on single premium immediate annuities and the other 5 products that you can download for free and read at your heart's content, or you can go down the rabbit hole and say, go to my YouTube channel and go, SPIAs, I want to know about SPIAs, and boop, there'll be hundreds of videos on immediate annuities that you can take notes on. Just think about this when you're looking at your retirement income, Chapter 2 income. Most of it's going to be taxed unless it's in a Roth IRA, and hopefully they don't change the rules. The only other thing I'm going to throw on top of that is my previous life at Morgan Stanley. You got to say it like that, Morgan Stanley. Tax-free municipal bonds, if you can find them. Those coupons, that yield is tax-free. Now, okay, talk to your advisor about those, see if they can find that. But that would be the other addition from the standpoint of income. But with all of this, you're building your income floor. Your income floor is all the money that's hitting your bank account regardless of what happens in life or the markets. That's your income floor, all right? So add all of that up, and if it's sufficient, great. If it's not, then you need to talk with us and see if we can fill in that gap to get you to the income floor level that you want. And also, if inflation hits your specific situation and you have to fill in that gap for inflation, then we can do what's called a reverse engineer quote using immediate annuities to find out which carrier would require the least amount of money to back up that guarantee. Get educated. There's no urgency to buy an annuity. Upfront bonus is candy for the stupid. If it sounds too good to be true, it is every single time. There's no U-Hauls behind hearses. Fly first class or your kids will. I could keep going. Bottom line, use annuities if needed to enhance your lifestyle. My site is built for the consumer. We're licensed in all 50 states. Every single person in my building in Las Vegas, licensed in all 50 states, but not on commission. We're not hammers looking for nails. We want you as a client, but only if it fits you. Not us, okay? We're going to be fine. Do me a favor. Go to my site and take advantage of that. Take advantage of the fact that you can run quotes and look at fixed rates and shop around without anyone calling you. The only way we're going to call you if you schedule a call. Then we'll call. But there's no outbound section of the Annuity Man of people going, hey, hold it. No, it's not. I hate that. I hate when people cold call me, so we don't cold call. We only call when you want us to call, and we call at the time that you tell us to call. Do me one last favor. You can hit the subscribe button. You can put comments down there and we look at them, okay? Just be nice. You can email me direct, stan@theannuityman.com. I have no life. I'm 61. Been married 37 years, so I'm checking my emails and I will respond. Be nice. But above me, do me a favor. Click that link. That link's going to tell you how the process works. Now, I'm not being presumptive or assumptive or thinking that you got to be a client. No, it's, hey, what if I did become a client, Stan? How does it work? That video tells you. So go there, take a look at that. Email me, call me, whatever. We're here to help. See you next time.